In 2017, we've completed a complex analysis of commercial video market. During this analysis, we've learned many new details, we've learned many new market patterns and tried ourselves as customers. We found approximately 2,000 video production studios in Russia and CIS. About 1,500 of them are filming videos, and the rest remaining production studios are creating videos using computer graphics and animation. Let me explain this. Globally, the market is divided into two categories. The first category is based on live video shooting using cameras and related equipment, and the second category is everything created using computer software, such as 2D and 3D animation, motion design, animation, and cartoons, visualization and such. Our main specialty is creating animated videos for new products. That's why we paid attention to our industry colleagues, animation production studios, while analyzing commercial video market. The research has taken 4 months. We've used enough internal resources for a complex data collection, and we've managed to analyze 300 video production studios based on 60 different criteria. That was the first complex analysis of a commercial video market, so we have some information to share. Motion design market in Russia and CIS countries, also known as video design, computer graphics, and animation market, you can call it how you want to, is about from 15 to 20 years old. This causes many problems, especially concerning service and interaction between a customer and a contractor. The clients have no idea about the price of creating a commercial video, they don't understand which points do they have to mention and how to measure the quality of a video, how to give feedback to a production studio during the working process, and contractors often use this lack of knowledge and understanding by inflating estimates and not providing the promised high quality of the project, and contacting with the client irresponsibly, etc. In which categories the companies are subdivided into. We can talk about 3 major categories. First, freelancers and small groups of 3 to 4 people, working for themselves, animators, modelers, illustrators, etc. Second, productions, usually counting from 7 to 12 people in staff and often having a specialization in some sphere, such as creating character animation and broadcast design. Third, are agencies, which, apart from creating animation, deal in marketing and creating innovative products for clients. Our video agency belongs to this category. Moscow is where the most of video production studios are located. There are 2 times more production studios than in the rest of Russia and 4 times more than in St. Petersburg. According to our estimations, the price range of these production studios is from 20 to 30% more expensive than the average prices, which is caused by their geographical location. As you can see, the majority of companies have a working experience up to 8 and 9 years, and 5 to 7 years of presence in the market. There are even more experienced companies, but there are not too many of them. Of course, they're the biggest market players, companies with established working principles. The commercial video market in Russia has grown for about 10 to 14% in 2017. Video segment of online commercials has grown the fastest in the last year, 26%. According to our data, each month 3 to 4 new companies are created in the commercial video market. Commercial budgets of these companies are growing, clients get more options, but at the same time, the complexity of a choice grows. A problem appears: how to successfully choose a video production studio that will fit your purposes. What are the key criteria that you have to pay attention to? There are 3 criteria. The first and the most important is, without a doubt, a portfolio of a video production studio. The high quality of previously created projects. We all understand that if a video has a high quality, it will be more likely to recoup our investments. A portfolio of a video production studio is its face. The higher the quality of work, the better. Take a look at a showreel of a video production studio or ask the company to demonstrate its best projects, the projects they're proud of. Another fitting question will be whether a company has a working experience in your sphere or a similar sphere. If a company has a large portfolio, consisting of 300 or more projects, then the past experience in your sphere is probably not that important, because professionals will complete your task. We suggest taking a look on a number of companies and writing the best one out. If some projects in portfolio will give you a wow effect, that means you'll definitely going to deal with the professionals. The second point: professionalism, reputation, and reliability of a company. Pay your attention at how correctly is the video production studio communicating with you. How ready they are to deal with your sphere. Are they ready to work with you individually? How important it is to create a high-quality video product for you. How many years they've been on the market, what reviews are there about them, which brands have they previously worked with. The third point, the one you can't leave unnoticed. The price. What budget can you afford is up to you, but as for the contractors that offer the same services as others, but up to 40% cheaper, we suggest ignoring them, simply because from our 5-year experience we can say that each time a customer agreed with these conditions, he was left dissatisfied with the quality of a project, or was left with a project of lower quality than the offers with slightly higher prices. Decide what is more important to you, and make a decision. Why is it like that? The price/quality criterion is very unspecified in our market, especially for the customers. What other criteria do the customers pay attention to while ordering a video? Timeliness, punctuality of answers during communication. Thus, the company shows its responsibility. Also, according to our observations, customers often pay attention to innovative ideas, unusual thinking and creative attitude of a video production studio. They check whether everything is clear and understandable during the process of giving an offer. And finally, sometimes customers just take a look at the recommendations of their colleagues, which is a fitting option when you're searching for a video production studio. And now, some more important recommendations. On more complicated projects, that have budgets starting from $15,000 and more, it's preferable to pick the most expensive video production studios. Why? Because there is a small number of companies, from those mentioned earlier, that will actually manage to complete with these projects from a risk-managing point of view, the accessibility to the technical base and personnel, that will be able to complete the most complicated task. With a more expensive contractor you'll guaranteedly get a result that will meet your expectations, even if during the working process something didn't please you. The bigger the budget, the more alternative solutions for the project you will get. Thus, you can't go wrong by picking the best and the most expensive contractor. We recommend using freelance in small projects with price up to $1,000, since the objectives are rather simple, and by cooperating with a video production studio that will be working on a turnkey basis, you'll probably overpay. On the other hand, if you cooperate with a video production studio, you won't have to control the contractors, correct possible mistakes, spend time searching for dictors or creating a scenario, etc. Here's another important thing that many of customers don't understand. Before contacting with video production studios, carefully write down the project's technical requirements. The more careful the better. The more precisely you explain your object, the lesser price disparity from different companies you'll get. How to do this? Watch our video about completing the technical requirement. Remember, the more complicated the task, the larger the price disparity. Why? Because the number of factors influencing the contractor's costs rises. Another nuance. When describing your object, decide what is your needed specialization, and contact with the one that works on the fitting subject. Thus, for example, if your video has lots of 3D graphics, there's no need to spend time on a production studio that has mostly 2D animation in their portfolio, and vice versa. Or if you need an animated video, there's no need to contact with a video production studio that has mostly video recording in their portfolio. You can compare this with choosing a doctor. When you have toothache, you won't go to an oculist, you'll be looking for a dentist. Just keep in mind that most video production studios have their own profile that they are focused on. For example, I have earlier mentioned our profile, which is creating animated videos for new products. That means, if there's a new project and animation is needed to explain the essence of the product and how it's different from existing ones, that's our profile. And a few words about free scenarios before beginning a work on the project. It's often used by video production studios for the sale closures of customers. Let's say, this works for small projects. But projects with bigger budgets, starting from $3,000, will require a different price. If you want to test out a contractor, sign an agreement about creating a scenario, complete it, and then decide if you're going to continue working on your project or not. If not, you can always find a different company that will complete everything according to the same scenario. More than that, with a well-constructed technical requirement and maintained scenario, you'll get a very accurate assessment of a project from the company. And more. Before you start working on the project, define the terms. For example, what is innovative and wow effect to you as a customer? And coordinate the meaning of terms, so you and a contractor will talk about the same things. If you have different vision, you might get unpleasantly surprised by the end of the working process. Thank you for watching, colleagues. We hope that our recommendations were helpful for you. Write in comments, what do you think regarding the choice of a video production studio while ordering a video? If you agree with us or not, we'll be interested to learn about your point of view. Subscribe to our channel. Leave a request to get free consultation on our webpage. Link in description, and we'll answer any of your questions. Good luck.